What's up? It's your boy Codename Duchess, and here in this video I'm going to try to show you how to get to a better place shooting wise. You make some shots like this. All these clips are online. I'm just going to go over how I practice them, how I find which shots I like for what players, a little bit on like finding visual cues kind of thing. So hopefully if you're struggling hitting open shots or just getting open shots, things like that, hopefully this will help you. I do a lot of these strategies every time I play. So alright, so the first thing I'm going to show you is something that I use usually first thing when I get on or anytime that I have a new card. We're going to dive into what's called freestyle. You're going to pick whatever team you want to bring with you, and in there you can go through. If you hit the start or pause button, I'm old so we used to call it start, you get that menu. You can use substitutions, and that'll change people throughout your entire lineup, and that's who you'll use. Now we've switched from Stoudemire to Agent Zero himself, Gilbert Arenas. The next thing I want to show you is in freestyle, you can change the slider difficulty, which is very important because practicing at semi-pro does you nothing. So you come in here and you go to CPU user sliders, and this is the other trick to freestyle. This one I came into after not playing like an online game. So this is always going to set to whatever your last game played was. And online versus is not going to be an option. So if the last game was played on All-Star, or you did a Hall of Fame domination game or whatever, that's what the difficulty is going to be. So you get it on the online versus by just quickly going into like a triple threat game is usually what I do, triple threat online. Win or lose, you come back into freestyle and it will be set to online versus. And this way you're getting shots up with the online versus sliders. Alrighty, now once you're in freestyle, just get up shots. Get up your regular standing catch and shoot shots. So it's been a while since I played with Gilbert Arenas, so I decided I needed to get a shot back down. So I'm getting just his regular catch and shoot shot down. And then next I'm going to go into his leaner, because I know that that's a shot that I'm going to use in-game online. So here we go, we'll get into the leaner, go into the left, we'll do one going to the right, and as you can see, I used this in a game. I hit this shot because I practiced this shot. Going back to the left now, and then we'll take a couple catch and shoot. Now I just picked up Clyde, so we're going to come in here and again, we're just going to take some practice shots with Clyde. We're going to start out with catch and shoot, a couple of these. Then we're going to move on to right-sided step backs, left-sided step backs. We want to see what these shots are going to look like before we're in an online game. It doesn't look like a shot that's going to create a lot of space. So let's see what else he has. That's the crossover stop. Here we go. What do we got? Crossover stop. Yeah, it doesn't create much space. So now we know this about Clyde. We've practiced this with Clyde. Let's see the spin. It's got a nice spin, just like Shay's. Spins usually only work going to the right, and all of these dribble step back moves we're going to use the stick for. Next we're going to do his size up dribble move, which you accomplish this by holding R2 and just pressing forward with the left or with the right stick. So he's got a decent size up, and you can go load into a smooth shot from it. So standing spins, and we're just going to work on these different shots because this is our new card. And we're going to use this freestyle not just for our main team, but I'm about to go into salary cap. So I haven't used Brandon Roy in some time. His salary came down. I'm going to add him to my team. Let's go get his shot down so we're ready to use these players. I suggest doing this before you play any player you haven't played in a while, or even just get on 5 minutes before you jump into games. Okay, so next we're going to go over a couple of visual cues. Right here, this Gilbert Arenas one here. Right as he is about to ball's at its highest point, that is when you need to release the shot for this cue. I shoot on push. You might need to like actually play with your own players, whatever push, release, whatever shooting cue you use, and figure out your cues. The next player I'm going to queue up is going to be Thurmond. So we're going to wait, and again, highest point. Again, I'm on push, might be different for you. So play with your own players, use the replays, come in here, take a look at their shot when you need to release it. And this should help you get your players down. Alrighty, so the next piece of advice after visual cues is the mid-range jump shots. The green spot is like 4 times as big, and these shots will activate badges like Green Machine, Volume Shooter, MIDI Magician. Like these badges can stack. Green Machine will make it easier for you to hit more green shots. So you hit a couple middies like this, and then it'll be easier to green with your guy later in the game. So middies are a good thing. Don't shy away from them just because they're not worth 3. Alright, the next thing, this is one of my favorite shots. To hit this shot, you hold R2 and you pull down diagonally with the right stick. And it will do this huge step back by Shay. Jason Kidd I know has it. I think those are the 2 big ones that I use. Again, the meter on it is a lot bigger from mid-range, but I practice this shot every day before I go into a game so I can hit them in the game like this. And I will, if you practice this, you will hit consistently. Getting good at 2K is just like anything else in life. You just have to keep playing. You have to keep trying. You have to keep just working at it. You got to not be afraid to try these shots, and even if you miss them in a game, big deal. Who cares? You're only getting better if you keep pushing yourself. So just keep practicing these kinds of shots, and you will eventually have these down. Now, the last thing I do want to say about these off the dribble specialty shots, you don't have to shoot them. I didn't feel like I was open here. I probably could have shot it. So I'm going to move the ball a little bit. I'm going to get a better shot. Take good shots. Do not take contested shots. Do not force shots. Alright, the next move that we're going to work on is this Glenn Rice move. This is a simple, you tap right, push down left on the dribble stick, and then he's going to go right into this jump shot. You can do this with lots of different players. Corver has a really nice escape. Curry has a really nice escape. Shea has a really nice escape. The whole point is to just create momentum going one way, escape back the other way into an open shot. Alright, the next thing I want to explain to you guys is that these off the dribble shots is a lot harder if you don't stop your momentum first. So if you stop your momentum, see, and it carries me into a closer shot, and I still don't even get a bigger stick. But I stop my momentum for a second, bang, much easier shot to time. So to wrap up, I'm going to give you a couple tips. One of the big things that I've noticed is that if you're all out of energy, this thing's flashing red, much harder to hit your shot. This right here, good time to practice a shot. You just push the stick to the right. You'll do this little escape side dribble. The right stick. It's always right stick to shoot. I'm just going to call it the stick. And you want to use the stick for any spins, any step backs. You just push the stick up and twirl it. Next thing, be calm, be patient. Kristaps will spike that shot in the third row, but he will also fly by. So we're going to do the LeBron calm down thing. Take our time, take this open shot. We calm. Ready, next? If you're driving, most people will jump like that. I love to do this. I'm going to put a couple clips of this in here. This is one of my favorite things to do. I drive by, he's going to jump, I'm going to stop, and I'm going to go right back out here. There's nothing he can do. Next up, ball movement. Swing this thing to the open shot. Like I said at the beginning of the video, take good shots. Do not force shots. You'll make people quit. Get this steal. Knock down this open shot. If you can get these shots down, you will make people quit. I love this shot when people quit. We're going to pull this out. We're going to do our favorite Shea shot. Bam. And we're going to make this man quit. Thank you for checking out the video if you made it this far. I'm sorry if it was a little long-winded. Was trying to think of all the tips that I can give you guys for shooting. As always, follow us on Twitch, Twitter, TikTok, and of course YouTube. I hope you all found this helpful. Let me know if you guys needed help with anything else. Feel free to message me or comment, and have a good one.